In the news tonight, regardless what you throw at me, I'm prepared to fight back, says Takuma Ogunsi.
And they're trying to crush the will of the Guyanese people. And I see myself in a WPA, see ourselves as defending the dignity of the country and defending the legacy of Walter Rodney.
And the U.S. increases visa processing fees. Working People's Alliance executive member Takuma Ogunsi today turned himself into the police a day after a wanted bulletin was issued for him. According to the police, he was wanted for several serious offenses and attempting to incite hostility or ill will on the grounds of race, contrary to Section 3 of the Racial Hostility Act, Chapter 2301. In the presence of his lawyers, Nigel Hughes and Darren Wade, the 71-year-old long-serving WPA member calmly walked into the Criminal Investigation Department at Vicinjon Road. Before doing so, he spoke with members of the media and posited that the government is upset and afraid, and said regardless of what is thrown at him, he is prepared to fight back.
These bullies that have evolved with political power in the country seems to have no sense of political decency, and they're trying to crush the will of the Guyanese people. And I see myself in a WPA, see ourselves as defending the dignity of the country and defending the legacy of Walter Rodney. And regardless of what they throw at me, I am prepared to fight back. The God of war is the God of war. Ogunsi means the God of war. Mutupe means the protector. And Takuma means the alert one.
The long-serving WPA executive member told supporters at a public meeting that the WPA wants to make it clear that the local government elections offer us an opportunity to start a resistance. His attorney Nigel Hughes said following the arrest of Ogunsi, he made some inquiries from the police.
I made a series of requests. First of all, I inquired who was in charge of the investigation. They were unable to say. I indicated to them that they've had more than 2 weeks to investigate the matter, and I would have expected that by this time either they would have had a series of questions to put to him or that they would have charges ready. He said that he was unable to respond to that. I inquired whether they were ready to question him immediately. They said he couldn't say, he didn't have instructions in that regard. And then he proceeded to make the formal entry in the station diary. And surprisingly, he opted to describe Mr. Ogunsi as a male Negro. It's a little surprising that in 2023 anybody would describe anybody as Negro. That term has now become offensive. And I asked him to change that description of Mr. Ogunsi to male Negro. No, sorry, to male African or African male, whichever one. He did make the change. I then again at the end of him documenting that asked him when I should check back with him in relation to them wanting to question him. He repeated that he was unable to say. I indicated the lawyers would like to be present whenever he was being questioned, and if they were likely to move him from the station, we would like to be informed.
Ogunsi made the remarks at a public meeting in Buxton 3 weeks ago.
Guyana, ride into the future with the next generation eco-friendly Axiom installed elevators and escalators. Call us today on telephone number 619-0899 or 648-0934. Email us at axiomliftsgy@gmail.com for affordable elevators, escalators, moving walks, industrial lifts, home solutions, modernization, repair, and servicing. Axiom Elevator Services, technology for people on the move.
Running late and can't wait at the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
Effective May 30th, the United States visitor visa, that is the B1, B2, will be $185, an increase of $25. The announcement was made by the U.S. Embassy on its website. According to the statement, the decision was made by the State Department to increase certain non-immigrant application processing fees. It also said that the application fee for certain petition-based non-immigrant visas for temporary workers, that is the HLOPQ and R categories, has increased from $190 to $205.
Guyana, ride into the future with the next generation eco-friendly Axiom installed elevators and escalators. Call us today on telephone number 619-0899 or 648-0934. Email us at axiomliftsgy@gmail.com for affordable elevators, escalators, moving walks, industrial lifts, home solutions, modernization, repair, and servicing. Axiom Elevator Services, technology for people on the move.
Easter Sunday, Caesar Culture Creek on the highway when Team Extra and Fireside Girls Center Creek Bacana. Ladies, get ready to prove yourself in the VIP Sound Dance Off. IP. First prize $30 grand, second prize $20,000, and DJ Magnum, Papa Feelin', Gully Rest, David High, DJ Damon, DJ Andre, Bobby Kush, Hot Skull, DJ Stefan, and Selector Diamonds gonna juggle all day. Drink any extra beverage and win $20 grand every hour from 2 p.m. Easter Sunday at the Caesar Culture. Admissions just $1,000. Powered by Fireside Grill and
Valiant represent for extra energy. Represent for extra ginger ale.
The Ministry of Agriculture on Wednesday signed 24 contracts on the various agencies in the agriculture sector for more than $1.1 billion. The contracts are expected to cover the rehabilitation of critical infrastructure, supply of machinery, material and equipment, and provision of services. Of the more than $1 billion worth of contracts signed, more than $500 million will be pumped into the ailing sugar industry. Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said the monies will go towards the revitalization of the sugar industry. Mustafa said for Gaisuku, these projects are very critical as they will be focused on restructuring and rebuilding.
Hoping that the Rose Hall estate will be operable in the second crop, and there are a number of projects that are earmarked both for Albion, Rose Hall, and also the other two estates, Blairmont and Iflot.
He also urged agencies to work in the best interest of citizens.
Let us work together. Let us ensure that the project commences on time. Let us do it to the standard that is in the contract. Let us ensure that we abide with all the rules. Let us also ensure that we do it in the stipulated time that is provided in the contract document so that everyone will be satisfied. And you know for a fact that the people out there, they are expecting a service from the Ministry of Agriculture and the government of Guyana, and we have to deliver that service through you.
For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.